So here on Miss Industries channel, I've made no secret of the fact that I'm a bit of a Kawasaki sports bike enthusiast. In addition to the Falcon and the BMW, I have two of these motorcycles. They were a big deal back when I was a young lad, and I've always wanted one. And in 2019 I bought this one, but I couldn't ride it on the road, so in 2022 I bought another one, which I've done a bunch of videos on. It's currently sitting out the front with Rego, not being used. And this one here has been sitting in the shed ever since, not being used either. So what I thought I would do was buy another one. Well, most of another one. But there is method to my madness. See, this one is on the written off vehicle register, and it's been on there since 2007. So the paper trail to get that inspected and put back on the road has well and truly gone cold, and really the only option in that situation is to buy everything new from Kawasaki, put it on that bike, take it to get inspected, get the green light from them, and register it again. Now, I don't even think you can buy parts for these bikes anymore. They're so old in motorcycle years, which is like 60 years in motorcycle years. So what I've done is bought an entire rolling frame of a bike that has good numbers and has not been written off ever in its life, that some guy bought to pinch the motor out of for his buggy project. And obviously once he took the motor out of it, it wasn't worth much money. So I made him an offer. And drove to Gympie yesterday afternoon to pick the whole lot up. Now, this bike is black. Unfortunately, all the fairings are eBay fairings, but that's okay. It's got a good tank, good forks, good frame, a whole bunch of stuff. Basically everything I need to make this one a complete bike again, complete with numbers that can be registered, and that means this one can be registered in addition. Now, this bike even came with some fruit. We walk all the way down here. Came with the exact same steering damper as my other bike. It's even got some very trick billet aluminium rear sets. Very nice. So this bike was somebody's baby before the guy I bought the frame off yesterday turned it into a buggy project. So the plan, strip the frame off this bike, put that frame with that motor and all the electronics and stuff, and then cobble together a complete bike that I may be able to register in the future if I desire. I really don't need to, but it'll be nice to have a bike that can be registered if I do decide to sell it or put it on the road or whatever, and a whole bunch of parts to sell. I should probably add that this bike only has 7,500 Ks on the odometer. It's not the original odometer, because the guy I bought the bike off in 2019 said, I don't know, it's probably got about 12,000 Ks on it, because the bike came out new in 2004, was on the written off vehicle register in 2007. The guy that I bought it off bought it in 2010 and fixed it up so I could use it as a track bike. So it never went back on the road. After 3 years of road use, it may have had 15 or 12 or 10 or 9 or whatever. Broadly speaking, sports bikes back in the day only got taken out on the odd weekend for a thrash. So this bike could potentially be a very low mileage ZX10R that is almost 20 years old. Now the motor does sound very strong compared to my asthmatic train wreck project. So good motor, good numbers, road fairings, all the bits and bobs that I've collected for it. Has the makings for a very good ZX10, particularly 20 odd years after they came out of the factory. So this is going well. I have the old frame off over there. The new frame is there. I've got ahead of myself for putting the forks on because I thought that would work, but it hasn't, so I need to pull all that off again and put the frame onto the motor and then build everything up around it. Progress has been made. Swing arm is reattached, frame is swapped, bike hasn't fallen over into the Ford, so good result so far. It's alive! No real surprises there. It's late in the evening, a number of days after I started my swap project. As you can see, my second ZX10 is largely complete. I have had to steal the green side fairing and top fairing and the belly pan back off this bike here. Fortunately, the parts bin over there yielded more eBay fairings that I could utilize as long as I applied some tech screws and some bush mechanicking to get it all to hold together. So that's what I've done. So my train wreck bike's looking even more of a train wreck, and the track bike, soon to be road bike, has all its OEM panels on it, which is a rare thing for a bike that's almost 18 years old. It's been through the wars. Not that this one's really been through the wars, it's been a track bike pretty much since 2010. So almost done.